You ever think to yourself, man, my car's running great. Time to tear it apart. Well, that's exactly what happened. You see, there is no turbo here. We got some changes for the Supra. So yeah, as you saw in the last video, Randall said that we are upgrading the turbo to a T70. But that's not going to be our main focus today. Today, we're going to change up this guy here, the cam position sensor. Supposedly, what, I don't know. You explain it. Like,
I don't want to. No. It's on Supermania. There is a
visual representation.
4 or 5 harnesses in there.
This thing. All that. What it?
No, just this.
Oh, just this.
Yeah, the guts for the cam position sensor. It's out of a distributor for a 90s V6 Toyota pickup. They're better.
I know it doesn't look like much, but
it's better. Yeah. There's a whole thread on it from Pirate Tip. He did a good job. Go Pirate Tip. And he documents it, and he actually rebuilds them with the new upgraded magnets or electronics, whatever you want to call it. And he's had nothing but luck with it, and so have a couple other guys.
So what does it do? Just like produce more spark, I guess?
A better signal. It's supposed to help with just all around, because the CPS gives off a terrible signal from the factory.
Gotcha. So yeah, we're going to show you how to take the innards out of that thing and swap them with this
here thing.
doohickey. And see how far we get. Maybe we'll place the turbo in there and see how it looks.
I haven't even done that yet. I probably should have, but...
So yeah, we're gonna get to it. This is gonna be an informative step-by-step process like we usually do. That was a joke.
I was about to say, what?
So before you start ripping all this apart, you have to bring your timing marks up. So it's a good idea, before you start cutting wires, is take a picture or write down what you have.
Well, there's normally a connector there.
Oh. Scratch that, reverse it. If you don't have a connector.
My connector was destroyed. So I just connected it together.
Oh. I don't even pay attention to what I just said. So there's only a few bolts to it.
One bolt.
One bolt.
Yeah.
But there's 3
screws
on the cover. On the screw. There's 3 screws on the cover. Oh, you got a nice little hole there.
Yeah, I gotta get a new cover for it.
And then there's a bolt that holds it in.
Really, I should rebuild the whole thing while I'm in there, but I'm not.
All right. So then what? Just pull it out.
Yep. Slide it down.
Yeah. In our last video, we were talking about how the fins were messed up in the CT26. Well, this is the CT26 off the car, and as you can see, the fins in there are pretty chewed up. So that's why we upgraded. So you just take some screws out, take the weights out, put the magnetic weights.
That's actually the Drift Motion sells a magnet that's supposed to improve
Performance.
the signal from the cam position sensor.
Is that what's on there?
That's what that is.
Oh.
Crazy magnet.
Oh, okay. So it's just
It helped.
How much they charge for that magnet?
Probably, I don't think
Like
it was much.
$40.
No, it was like 4 or 5 bucks
at the hardware store.
I don't know. I bought it through them. I will support companies that make stuff for the 7M, because there's not too many of them anymore. These screws are terrible. There she is in all of her glory. Now rinse and repeat.
Yep. Does it matter which one goes where?
Yes.
Oh.
But the lengths of them, there's only kind of only one way they can go.
Gotcha. So after you get that boot off, this boot.
Das Boot.
This boot where his hand is.
That's not a boot. That's my hand.
That boot.
Brah. Come on, brah.
That boot.
Das Boot.
The magnets in.
Hmm?
That's it. Huh? Let's start over with this. After you get the boot off, that one there, you can put the magnets in. They only go a certain way, right? Well, they only fit in there a certain way.
No, it's you'll be able to tell by the lengths of the wire where they go.
Right. That's what I meant by they fit in there a certain way.
And then if you go to
the wire length,
Supermania, there's a great write-up on it. I think it's rebuilding CPS. It's not a touchscreen.
I know. I was pointing at it. That Supra Mania. What is his name? Pirate Elf or whatever it is.
Pirate Tip.
He's on Supermania and he's got a Subaru as his avatar.
Yep.
When you got all the weights installed, you got to set the air gap, and I don't even know what that means.
The gap of air.
Oh.
0.006. TSRM says 8, but Pirate Tip says 6.
Do what Pirate Tip says. So that's the gap between the weight and the
magnet.
Sprocket magnet thing.
Yeah, there's a little gear in there that the magnet reads.
Before I get roasted in the comments, you're not setting the gap between the gear and the magnet. There's a little prong here that passes by the magnet, and that's the gap that you're setting.
Yes. So your timing marks, this notch has to be just past that magnet.
But when you slide it in, the gear catches and it can turn it. So
you got to turn it like one back. So whenever it slides in, it'll fall into place. Hopefully. I'm probably going to have to fight with it.
Everything's going to fall into place.
Everything will be all right.
Past it. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's got to be just a little past it.
And I assume once everything's back together and you start it up, you got to check it with timing. And
oh yeah, I got to check timing.
Once you get in there, put the one bolt in.
That was the fun part.
But if you had a connector, it would just plug into place, right?
Nope.
No, you still got to do some wiring.
Yeah, so each magnet has, they share the same ground, so it's a common ground wire. But each one, like that one's a tan color, that one's a red color, and that one is supposed to be green.
It's kind of green.
Yeah. They don't match the connector. So from the factory,
they don't match.
These two sides wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
No, even from the factory, they don't match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it makes it even more better. So you got to figure out which wire's which.
But luckily,
the TSRM has it.
Yeah. Whatever his name is, Pirate King?
Pirate Tip.
Pirate Tip.
I mean, the write-up is awesome.
Does he tell you what wires go where, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's all in there.
Green wire coil is G1, yellow is G2, red is NE.
We'll post a link to
it, but yeah, it's
in the description.
He does a really good job of documenting, so kudos to Pirate Tip.
So on ours, we didn't have to change any of the wiring. It was color for color, so we lucked out there. So we got all that wired up, and we're gonna put the cover on and not start it today because we're missing a bunch of stuff over there. So yeah, Randall's got a lot of stuff to do to get ready for what? March?
What's going on in March?
I don't know. What are you trying to get this ready for?
Nothing really.
Oh. Well, the first streetcar shootout's in March, so.
Sure, that sounds good.
Yeah. So trying to get this upgraded and ready for the streetcar shootout in March at Darlington. So we got this to do, which is done pretty much. Gonna upgrade the turbo. What else? What
else do I have to do?
Yeah.
Valve cover's leaking, so I gotta fix the valve covers. Just get rid of some stuff like this.
The new turbo is only oil cooled, not water cooled, so that's gotta go.
Plug that off. I got a power steering hose I need to replace. I think that's it. I feel like there's something else I need to do.
The transmission cooler.
Oh yeah, that's right. Transmission cooler. I got to cut in the oil cooler. Yeah. I got to do something with that.
So yeah, we got some stuff to do. But today was mainly focused on upgrading the CPS, which we have done successfully.
But we can't test it.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But whatever. Start up and spray water and oil all over the place.
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
And then you'd have to leave.
Yeah.
Leave me with a mess and be like, I gotta go. I'll see you later, man.
All right, so that's all wired up and done. So now we're gonna try and get this here down pipe off real quick, so we can set the new turbo in there. See what it looks like. See if
Probably won't fit.
If it fits and all that good stuff. What do you think it sounds like? We are reusing the stock 7M manifold, so Randall has an adapter with a external wastegate that goes to a T3 flange. And the new turbo has a V-band on it, so we are not going to be reusing that downpipe. Randall has another downpipe underneath all those boxes over there that we will be using with a V-band on it. Ooh, that's close. Try and hold up this end. Still got to reclock it and everything, but this is the T70 from Maxpeedingrods.
It doesn't fit too bad in there.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, we still got.
Well, this is going to roll around.
Got about ½ inch gap between the strut tower and the turbo.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right. Power steering might be in the way though.
You don't use it anyway.
The reservoir.
Yeah. So yeah, this will have to go down to there. Have to connect that somehow. And
yeah, the oil drain is pointing at me, so or the feed is pointing at me.
So yeah, that's got to be vertical. But yeah, that's it. Fits. Start it up.
I gotta hold this here, so go ahead.
All right, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I know it wasn't a super exciting, burnout, jam-packed, high horsepower, 10 seconds or less video, but we hope you learned something today. We hope we learned you.
Everyone on Supermania has had nothing but good results with the CPS mod, so I'm kind of excited about that. Just fired up, but it'll be a couple weeks before it happens. Just want to give a big shout out to Maxpeedingrods for sending us the T70 to do this comparison and test. If you want to get your product tested by the SNR, we're willing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pumped to see. Because I've ridden in it with the G30, the GT35, and the CT26, so I'm excited to see what the T70 can do. So,
but not the GT45.
Well, yeah, well, that's gonna be later on down the line. Like I said, I'm trying to get this back up and running and dialed in for the streetcar shootout in March at Darlington. Yeah, if you wanna help us out with our builds and help us grow the channel, you know what you gotta do. Hit that subscribe button, comment, like, and you can go to sandrmotoring.com. I think the link is working now, and check out our merch that we have for sale. I might try and come up with some new designs because it's been a little stagnant lately, but whatever. But anyway, yeah, we thank you for watching and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, folks.
See you.